Welcome back, everybody. Visiting the Gen 8 again today. We're going to take the body off and we're going to look at changing out the battery port, or battery plug, I guess. So I don't run Deans, so we're going to remove the Deans and install an IC3 connector because I'm going to run 2S pack in this truck. There won't be any run footage on this truck for a couple, I can't say when. There won't be any run footage of this for a little bit yet. I like to, because I already have a plan, kind of. The light kit's on order, and I prefer to like work on trucks, break open receiver boxes with a super clean rig, if at all possible. So I can exercise a little bit of patience because I know the light kit's on the way, and then once we get the light kit installed, we'll probably, get it out for a run. I do have a set of wheels and tires that I might put on here just to see how it looks. I don't know if I'll love it or not because the offset, I think, is different. So we'll see, but we're gonna head over to the soldering station of the shop here and put an IC3 on. I guess we'll see how that goes. So let's do it. All right, we're gonna attempt a couple things here. I am not good at soldering. I should open with that. But I'm gonna use these vice grips just to kind of be my little helper here. I'm going to take this battery. This is the battery that I'll be running. And it's obviously going to go this direction like this. Hopefully you're getting a look at that. So black to the round plug. If that makes sense to you. So I want black to the round side when I get to here. So I am going to try to pre-tin these. I don't have any small solder, so we're going to try this. This is probably not going to work out. We're going to have to go get the right solder. I need some thin wire solder. I can just go to Harbor Freight, buy a big spool of this stuff that'll last a frickin' lifetime and be done with it. So we'll turn the Hako off. This was, sorry I wasted your time here. We'll go get what we need and do this correctly. All right. Before we go grab some solder, I was going to look at doing a wheel swap here. I'm going to pull these caps, which are quite nice, honestly. And we'll just do one side for right now, just to kind of get a look. And these are just chrome plated plastic. You can see they didn't even do the back side. They just did the face, which cost savings, I get it. You're not going to see that, but because I like to do things correctly, so I get an accurate look, I'm going to grab chrome wheel nuts and these wheels that I'm using require a little washer just to kind of fill the void. So it is the general grabbers on the turbine wheels. I like to, these things have sat on a number of vehicles here, and they just end up getting taken back off, and they must sit just a touch higher. The truck's kind of leaning a little bit. They definitely, nothing touches, and they definitely stick out wider. So I don't know that I love that, but we're gonna put the body on and we're gonna take a look. Just a little bit of a press there. So there's the stock look. What do we think? We kind of knew what the stock looked like as it was. And now, big reveal. I haven't seen it yet either. There's that. I don't know, that's not terrible. That stance isn't terrible. The back of the truck seems to be sitting a little high. So maybe I can adjust the preload a little bit. I don't know, I don't not like that. Let me see from a side angle. Yeah, with the fenders, they stick out just a touch. Like that's not bad. Okay. Okay. So now maybe we need to do all four. And then to show you the width of the stance, you getting a look at that? That needs to be more straight on, but they just stick out just a touch. It's not terrible. I don't hate that. But that rear does need to come down a little bit. Either the rear down or the front up. Let's pop the body off. See what kind of adjustments we can make. Well, those are already at full. Those are already at full droop, if you will, or, you know, as loose as they can go. So that tells me I gotta put a little preload. And we'll just go right to the bottom of the fender rail. There's a little slop there. What's that about? Let me look at a couple things here. I feel like there's a little bit of movement right there in this mount. You see that? I don't think you want that. Let me try to get you guys in a position where you can watch some of this take place here. And I can see what I'm doing. How's that look? I mean, it's better, but it ain't great. So anyway, I'm gonna undo this link. Again, it's nice to go through things when they're clean and new. Pull that out. And there is 2 screws in there. Let's make sure that those are Yeah, those were a little loose. I'm not gonna lie. Then we can put this back. Yeah, see? Much better. And then I'm seeing this gap here in this, and I'm wondering if that should be there, or if we're towed a little bit, because that would pull that in, right? And some of you might be yelling at your screens right now. No, mine's like that. Don't change it. Well, you know, I can't hear you. So now we will flex that up like that. Grab a hold of that nut. Now, do you see that there? I'm just wondering if that should be I mean, that feels tight. Maybe that's by design. I wonder if I have a little wrench that'll fit that. This did fit it. I got just a little bit of movement out of it, but I forgot to turn the camera on. But anyway, I did snug it up just a little. I think it's seated. So I don't know. We're gonna put this back and see. Oh yeah, that's about perfect for the preload adjustment on the front. That thing's sitting much more level now. And again, I'm going to run that small battery pack, which sits in the front of the tray, so that'll be fine. And then, obviously, all the electronics and the weight are forward in this rig, so that should be good too. And then let's look at the back side of this thing. Redcat bumper hitch cover McBob mounted. So this stuff's gonna kind of hang out for a little bit until the battery tray, till the light kit comes in. These wheels and tires can get stacked over here because I kind of maybe possibly have an idea for those. Kind of maybe possibly. This stuff can get put away along with this. It's going to be a trip across town for me, not very much time for you. I'm going to go get some solder because we got to change this plug. So we'll be back. All right, we got some solder here. Pull out a little bit of that. Turn the hot go back on. And again, we decided that the round side is the black wire. we're going to pre-tin this thing. Like so. Get a look at that. And then flip it over and we will pre-tin the other side. Excellent. That looks pretty good. Then moving on to here. Cut both of these. Scrap garbage. And then this is where it's going to get a little tricky. I'm going to strip this wire a little bit. Don't need much. And then I want to pre-tin that also. I'm going to use a little bit of flux for this. Okay, so then we said that the round is the black wire. So this is where we're going to kind of get. See if I can turn this so that you guys can get a look. So they're pre-tinned, so it should be able to just... Oh, I'm already gonna screw up. Whew. You gotta put this on before you do the solder. Okay. Now we're ready. There we go. Excellent. That's what we wanted. Just like that. Okay, then we got to do this other one. Again, I am not a professional, obviously. So then I need to pre-tin this. Again, a little bit of flux. This is what I'm using. There. And now I've got black to the round, red to the squared off, which is matching this. So that's perfect. And then you can just, this part that we put on early on, slide that up. Boom. IC3 connection. Awesome. Again, I'm not great at that. A lot of people just do those really fast. But, you know, we're learning. And then I'll just take my loose bead of solder, tape it back down. And this spool will last a very long time. Turn the Hako off. Put the cap back on my flux. Excellent. Back to the bench. All right, guys, I think that's probably gonna do it for this one. We made an adjustment to the steering leak. We changed out the wheels and tires. I do like these. We'll see how that goes. Changed the plug to the connector that I'm gonna run for the battery in here. I do like that. Again, not the greatest at soldering, but you know, we accomplished it. And yeah, the Redcat is making progress. So I think we'll end off here, and then the next time you see this thing, we will put the light kit in it, and then probably get in the front and rear diff and make sure that those are greased. And then after that, it'll be time to get this thing out for a run. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.